This is how your ancestors got a girlfriend or a boyfriend, depending on which side of the family we're talking about. Not your grandparents, not your great-grandparents. I'm talking about the people who lived over 50,000 years ago. The people who somehow managed to start a family without dating apps, without Instagram, without Snapchat, without what's your star sign, without what's your body count, and somehow their relationships probably lasted longer than most modern ones. Imagine you're a young caveman. You've just spotted someone attractive across the campfire. Today you'd probably follow them on Instagram. Accidentally like a photo from 2017. Panic. Unlike it. Realize they definitely got the notification and spend the next 3 years pretending they don't exist. Your ancestors didn't have that problem, mostly because Instagram wouldn't be invented for another 50,000 years. Instead, you actually had to walk over and talk to them. Terrifying. Now imagine trying to impress someone. Today people rent Lamborghinis, buy designer clothes, take gym selfies, pretend they're 6 foot. Ancient humans couldn't do any of that. Nobody cared if you had a Rolex. Nobody cared if you owned a mansion. Nobody cared about your crypto portfolio, because none of it existed. The only question anyone really cared about was, can this person stop me from getting eaten? Romantic. I know. Back then, being attractive wasn't about having perfect teeth. It was about still having all your limbs. If someone came back from a hunting trip carrying food, huge green flag. If they ran away every time a lion appeared, massive red flag. Imagine introducing your new boyfriend to the tribe. So, what does he do? Oh, he screams whenever he sees a hyena. Relationship over, immediately, because choosing the wrong partner wasn't embarrassing, it was fatal. Today, choosing the wrong partner might cost you half your Netflix account. 50,000 years ago, it could cost your entire family their lives. That's quite a different first date, and here's something people don't realize. Your ancestors probably didn't have hundreds of people to choose from. There wasn't an app showing everyone within 20 miles. Your entire dating pool might have been 20 or 30 people. That's it. Imagine opening Tinder, and there are only 20 profiles. You've already seen all of them, twice. There was no, I'll keep looking. This was the looking. So reputation mattered. A lot. If everyone in your tribe knew you never shared food, good luck finding a partner. If everyone knew you disappeared whenever things got dangerous, even worse. Word traveled fast when there were only 30 people. And trust me, you couldn't just move to another city. There weren't any. Now let's talk about babies. Human babies are honestly terrible at surviving. A baby horse is standing within an hour. A baby giraffe is practically running on day 1. A baby turtle hatches and immediately walks off into the ocean like it has somewhere important to be. Human babies? They can't even hold their own head up. They cry. They sleep. They cry again. They're basically tiny potatoes with trust issues, which meant raising one alone would have been incredibly difficult. 2 parents working together gave children a much better chance of surviving, so choosing someone reliable mattered far more than choosing someone who simply looked good. And here's another funny thing. Imagine disappearing for 3 days because you were hunting, then coming back and saying, "Sorry, I couldn't text." For once, that would have been a perfectly acceptable excuse. There were no phones, no messages, no blue ticks, no "why did you leave me on red?" The only thing you might leave someone on was a mountain while running from a bear. But here's where it gets interesting. Did ancient humans actually fall in love? Or was everything purely about survival? Scientists believe they almost certainly experienced love. Not the Hollywood version, not slow-motion walks on the beach, but the same feelings of attachment, trust, jealousy, happiness, and heartbreak. Those emotions are deeply wired into the human brain. Long before the first cities, long before the first kings, long before anyone wrote poetry, people were still choosing each other, protecting each other, building families together. Because surviving together was always easier than surviving alone. Modern dating looks completely different. We have texting, dating apps, coffee dates, Instagram, TikTok, and people somehow still manage to make it confusing. Meanwhile, your ancestors had one simple question. Can I trust this person when everything goes wrong? Maybe. That's still the most important question today. Technology has changed. Society has changed. The world has changed. But the human heart probably hasn't changed nearly as much as we think. So the next time someone ghosts you, just remember, 50,000 years ago, the biggest dating problem wasn't being left on red. It was being left for the wolves.